Pfizer announces the end of what they call a promising trial for its RSV vaccine. The company is set to submit data for FDA approval. If it's approved, we could see it rolling out among young patients by next winter. The company also announcing that they are seeing some positive results for the same vaccine for older adults. CNN's Mike Valerio joining us now with the latest. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Lindsay. Well, just to give you an idea of how tough this season is for RSV, hospitalizations are up 10 times higher than they were in pre-COVID years, just to give you an idea of the stress that is being put on American hospitals. That is why this vaccine candidate is such a welcome development.
Looking back at pictures, you could see it in her eyes that they were just like puffy. I was in panic mode. It was terrifying.
As pediatric hospitals across the country still see an above average number of hospitalizations due to respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, Pfizer is announcing the end of its trial for the RSV vaccine and says it's ready to submit its data to the FDA by the end of the year. The news welcomed by doctors.
This actually is very significant, especially because we are seeing right now the struggles that we can have as a community.
In the Pfizer study, not yet published or peer-reviewed, 7,400 pregnant participants were given a single shot of the vaccine during the late second to third trimester of their pregnancies. Pfizer says the vaccine was 82% effective at preventing severe illness in babies and 70% effective in preventing severe RSV in infants for 6 months.
In the RSV vaccine, that will be a different category of vaccines. That would be one that will be protecting the mom and, most importantly, the newborn.
Children's hospitals remain filled with virus patients due to RSV. Brittany Rivera's 6-year-old son had to wait hours just to see a doctor.
Just having him not be able to actually get good rest is the worst because he's so tired and he can't sleep very well.
Pfizer also saying that they're making headway with positive results in an ongoing trial of the same vaccine for older adults.
Okay, so Lindsay, throughout our reporting, so many people, adults, parents alike, have asked us, how come there is not an RSV vaccine already? Well, we want to take you back to the 1960s. There was a concerted effort to make a vaccine back then. But Lindsay, that effort failed. It is only now, after all we have been through with vaccines and the expansion, advancement of vaccine technology, that scientists have been able to target the crucial F protein with the RSV virus. And that is the key to attacking this virus and making this vaccine a reality, Lindsay.
Well, thank goodness for technology, Mike. Can you bring home the numbers here, though? How are hospitals being overwhelmed?
Sure. Well, we're coming to you live from Los Angeles, and you walk outside our newsroom here and you take the 5 down to Orange County. There is a public health emergency, Lindsay, that has just been declared by our neighbors to the south, which means that they are running out of pediatric hospital beds and they need money from the federal government in well-off, affluent Orange County to help them here with RSV. Across the nation, though, to your broader question, we have about 77% of pediatric hospital beds that are taken up right now by children who are afflicted by RSV. Usually it's somewhere in the 60s, so quite a high number, 77%. The good news, though, is that these numbers nationwide seem to be trickling down. Certainly a double whammy of good news as we have cautious optimism with those numbers and this vaccine candidate, Lindsay.
Yeah, let's hope that happens because we're heading into the holidays and no parents want that. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your information.
Exactly.